If you were a sports gamer in the early 90s, chances are you played a little game known as Mutant League Football for the Sega Genesis. Now, some 24 years later, we're finally getting a spiritual successor to the game in the form of Mutant Football League. I'm MD from Sports Gamers Online, here to give you my impressions of the pre-alpha build of this next-gen Monsters vs. Mutants football experience from the team at Digital Dreams Entertainment. Let's get going.
Sports Gamers Online is the #1 source for the sports gamer.
Now, the first thing you notice when you load up Mutant Football League is how visually appealing the game is. It may be pre-alpha, but the player models, the stadium design, the looks of the field, is the aesthetics itself are top-notch that have you feeling this is being developed by a AAA studio as opposed to a small indie studio. There are skeletons, orcs, and robots as far as the 3 different species right now available to play as, each having their own unique feel. Skeletons are quick and fast, orcs are giant and powerful, robots are powerful, and things like that. What this game feels like to me is if Mutant League Football from 1993 and NFL Blitz from the late 90s, early 2000s had a baby. That's just how it feels. You have the aspects of both. You have a sim-like football feel that you get from the Mutant League side of things, where, yeah, it was arcadey when it originally came out, but it based off the Madden 93 engine, which gave it that sim feel that no one ever saw before. But now you also get that NFL Blitz, over-the-top, beat-em-up feel like you're playing a fighting game that just happens to center around football. And beating up players after whistles, killing the ref, bribing the ref, getting a chainsaw and cutting people open. Everything about that just has this game feeling unique and special, and no game ever feels the same, whether you're playing against a computer or you're sitting down and you're playing against a friend. Now, down the line, online play will be implemented, and that'll add even more replay value, but for now, in the pre-alpha, it's not available, so you're on your own to make some real-life friends and invite them over to play the game. Now, you can get access to the pre-alpha sneak peek. All you have to do is just donate $1 to their Kickstarter, and that gives every player, which is a big testament to how confident they are in their product, that they want to give you a chance to play, and all you have to donate is a measly $1 for that chance. Now, it doesn't guarantee you a copy of the game. You have to pay a little more, but you at least get to try it and see if you like it. And so far, the response based on the Kickstarter raising over $100,000 has been phenomenal. Now, you have the various dirty tricks, including killing a referee or making your guy extremely large, or bribing a referee, or becoming electrified to the point where anytime anybody you touch becomes electrocuted. These are as much part of strategy in this game as they are fun. Knowing when to use a dirty trick, whether or not to use it on a 3rd and long around the goal line to try and force a turnover, is all part of what goes into making Mutant League Football different than any other football game out there. Or Mutant Football League, sorry. It's going to be a while. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who still call it Mutant League Football, but they had to switch it up due to rights issues, from my understanding. But the plays on the NFL, the parody of the NFL with the team names, with the Croakland Invaders, and the Nuke London Hatriots, and the Mile High Chronic, is just the Deadlanta Vultures. These parodies make the game even more funny, knowing the fact that, yeah, you're playing a football game, may not have the NFL rights, but we're going to make fun of the fact that we don't have the NFL rights by doing play on words. And it just adds to that overall replay value that you have. Now, there's not much more to say with this game. Sure, there's the bugs where play-by-play repeats itself. By the way, if you remember playing the old NFL Blitz or anything from Midway back in the early 2000s, you'll be really happy with the play-by-play voice in this game being the same man that you recognize from NFL Blitz and MLB Slugfest and NHL Hits. It adds a lot of credibility to what they're doing with this game, and it just makes it that much more fun and exciting to play. But as far as the game goes, there's a lot to love. There's not much to dislike so far. Until we get more updates to the alpha and we move on and we can see, right now, it's exactly what you'd expect from a next-gen Mutant football game. It's got the mines. It's got the traps on the field as far as black holes. It has a new blade that goes, a saw that goes across the field and cuts you in half and can lead to turnovers if you're not paying attention. And the dirty tricks just add to the fun of this game. It's an easy pick up and play, simplified control scheme that anybody, big or small, young or old, can pick up and enjoy. If you don't like the vulgarity in the game, you can turn that down. This game is all about letting fans make it their own. And I can't wait to see what's more. Again, if you want it, all you have to do is go to their Kickstarter, link in the description or in the article, and donate $1 and you can get your hands on it. But for now, this has been MD for SportsGamersOnline.com. Keep it locked into Sports Gamers Online for the latest on Mutant Football League and other great sports titles.